Hi and welcome to a Jen's Cards video. Today I'm going to use some pattern paper and some pre-made items as well as some die cuts to create a quick and easy card. I'm starting with an A2 card base. It's a white card folded in half and it comes like this. You could also cut your white cardstock to fit the A2 size. To the top of it, I'm going to add some yellow pattern paper. All of the supplies are listed below. They do include affiliate links that you can use to shop the supplies. I have a doily which I have cut in half and we'll place this at the top of the card. And we're going to slightly overlap that bottom edge because I'm going to cover that with some pattern paper. This is a great card to make when you've been scrapbooking and you have some extra supplies. This particular pattern paper is from a Chanel 6x6 paper pad. Again, check the supplies below. In the video description, it will take you to all those supplies. They're direct links. You click the links and it'll take you right over. And then I'm going to add a third color, which is a little bit different. I have a yellow and a gray, and this is kind of a mint green. And this kind of just made me think of spring a little bit. And I just have a little strip I'm going to add across the center of this card. Now let's use some pre-made details. The first thing I'm going to use is this Fancy Pants design envelope, and I'm not going to place anything in the envelope. I simply loved the colors on this particular piece, and I'm going to use glue dots to adhere it because it's a little bit thicker of a piece. You could use a wet adhesive, but use something that's a little bit stronger. We're going to tilt this kind of on the side a little bit. Then I'm going to use a die cut from Echo Park Paper. This is one of their designer dies. It is from a spring collection and I really love this leaf. It has a very delicate line that runs down it, but it also has a large cluster of leaves. And I am almost always adding leaves to my projects because they just add a little bit of dimension. So I've cut a few from white textured cardstock. This is American Crafts cardstock, and then one from craft cardstock because we're going to bring in some craft elements. And I'm going to use a glue pen to paint adhesive on the back of these items. Now, glue pens come with several different tips, so you can use whatever tip. There's fine tips, there's broad tips, and you can fill them in as you desire. I'm going to be using this flower, so I want to get the placement of my leaves. Go ahead and paint the next one. We're going to do two white ones and then we're going to place the craft one on top. And you can do a couple of different things when you're using a die cut like this. If you want to use the smooth side of the cardstock, simply cut from the back. Or if you want to bring in another color, you could. You could even change the die a little bit by cutting off bits and elements of it so that maybe it doesn't have as many leaves. But that's a great way to layer these items. If you don't have a manual die cut machine, then try looking for leaves on the Silhouette store because you can find a lot of different leaves, and then that way you could change the size. You could do some large ones and you could do some small ones. But you can see I've just layered a bunch of different leaves. Then I have this beautiful flower from Pebbles, and it does have adhesive on the back, but I'm going to add a little bit more because kind of been playing with it a little bit, and so the adhesive isn't quite as strong as when I started using it. So you can see how the mint green from this pattern paper matches the mint green in this flower. If you don't have a pre-made die cut like this or sticker, you can easily use, again, a manual die cut, or you can use a digital die cut to create a dimensional shape. I'm going to take from Create Paper this little ticket to bring in some more craft, and I'm going to tuck it behind the envelope, and that just brings some of that craft in. And then for our title, I'm going to use this. It's a watercolor piece of paper. It's a die cut from Heidi Swapp, and you could watercolor it, but I kind of wanted to do a white on white effect. So again, I'm going to use my glue pen. There are a lot of different stickers. You could use word stickers, alpha stickers, or you could die cut your own titles. Echo Park has several titles that they use and have available that you could easily cut some card sentiments from. We're going to slightly overlap the pocket at the top. Just hold that in place for a bit. And then to bring a bit of color into this bottom corner, I'm going to take some enamel dots. This is also from an Echo Park collection. It's a baby collection. But I loved the yellow here, and that just adds a bit of yellow. So here you have a card that uses a different die cuts and pre-made embellishments. It comes together really easily when you use up some of your crafting supplies. Be sure to take a moment to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any of these tutorial videos. And for additional inspiration, visit jengallacher.com.